Today at ET Infra's Water Conclave 2026, we are joined by Mr. Vidhan Chandra Jha, who is Vice President and Head for Business Development at L&T looking after the water sector. Mr. Jha, really appreciate you joining us out here at ET Infra's Water Conclave. Now, L&T is a behemoth when it comes to the India's infrastructure sector. You're one of the leading successful companies out there. Your engagement in the water sector, what are the differences you're bringing to the sector through your engineering experiences?
Thank you very much. It was a wonderful program which is continuing right now. I was part of it since morning. And ET Infra Water Conclave has really given opportunity to a lot of the industry and the government and other stakeholders to talk and think about the next 5, 10, 15 minutes, particularly about up to 2047, the Viksit Bharat. Now, L&T per se, we are close to $2 billion, water company among the part of it's a portion of we are an independent company as a water, and we are operating in almost like 18 states and 5 overseas countries. Our presence in Middle East is also substantially there, and we are trying to increase more footprint there by bagging orders across water treatment, sewage treatment, desalination. And as I explained that since we are there in this water sector for last 25 to 30 years, and I also spoke about how successfully we have completed $1 billion of work, not only in water, be it metro, railways, renewables. We talk about refineries. The 95% of the work done by L&T, the experience which we had was in EPC mode only. But going forward, yes, PPP and HAM, we are not against it, but it has to be a well constructed contract where the interest of the concessionaire, including the contractor, is taken care, and the issue of clarity in terms of operation maintenance, in terms of the capex payment, which is right at 40/60, 60/40. There are very different models are there, and the type of support we should be getting from the banks and other stakeholders, because money has to be put in. The quantum of working capital required is huge in any such project. So we are very cautious in our approach. We are interacting with multiple state governments and stakeholders with our team, which is dedicated for finding the finding the conditions, interacting with the senior government officials, so that the contract, once it is floated and won by either L&T or any other contractor, can go for 10 to 15 years uninterrupted with the intended result. We talked about 25 to 30 lakh crores of investment possible in water sector going forward up to 2041, rather 2041 itself. And if you take it to 2047, you can add another 10 lakh crore. So with that huge potential, I think the industry, like us, the government, we have to continuously make conscious effort that anything which comes for execution can be executed with no bottlenecks. Thank you.
Today in the conclave, you also outlined that 10% of your project is something you have had a very good success ratio, something that you are satisfied with. How those 10% of the projects that you did in the water sector? I mean, what are the key KIAs or factors that really made those projects something that L&T is proud of?
No, actually, I would rate that as more than 20-25%. And it has happened across a lot of wonderful states where we work, and across the sectors of water supply, sewerage, irrigation. Now, what makes them good? Definitely, it is the department, it is our own engineering, our own ability to execute, and wonderful support from the government. Because ROW, the environment clearances, these are so critical a factor. It can either take you to a greater height, or after completing 50% of the project, suppose you run up to some bottlenecks which are not getting resolved for 3 to 5 months. It is the biggest demotivator, and it stops the project, and that project never comes back to life what it was supposed to be at the beginning.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate again you joining us out here. Thank you so much.